What is up, AFC North football fans, and welcome into another edition of the AFC North Roundtable. With free agency opening up in just a couple of weeks and no live show this week, I decided to ask the fellas, who's at the top of your free agency wish list? And on tonight's episode, we dive into what each four members had to say. Before we get after it, make sure to head on over to BetUS and use the promo code YouTube150. That'll get you a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next two after that. Let's kick things off with Zay's top free agency choice for the Cleveland Browns, and it's a familiar face for members of the Dog Pound, Joe Flacco. It's no secret that the Cleveland Browns need a long-term solution at quarterback, and they very well could find that in the upcoming draft here. But in the meantime, they need a solution for right now, a guy that they can trust heading into the 2025 season with Deshaun Watson likely out for the year, and Joe Flacco brings that to the table. The 40-year-old vet was a fan favorite in Cleveland in 2023, where he led the Browns to a 4-1 record as a starter and a spot in the playoffs. After the year ended, many Browns fans wanted to bring Flacco back after that comeback player of the year season, but he wound up going to Indianapolis. Now he hits the free agency market again, and it feels like a reunion with Cleveland makes sense. He's a guy they're already familiar with. They know that they can win with him. And if the Browns end up drafting a rookie quarterback, Joe Flacco fits that mentor role perfectly. Despite heading into his 18th season, Joe Flacco can still sling it around the field. And for a team that needs stability at the position and a short-term solution overall, Joe Flacco seems to be a perfect fit. And that's why Zay has him at the top of his free agency wish list for the Cleveland Browns. Next up is Zim, and his top free agency choice for the Cincinnati Bengals is Osa Odighizuwa. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and that Cincy offense had an historic season in 2024, but it went to the wayside because of the inadequate play of the defense. And obviously, this offseason, Cincinnati needs to address that. What better way to do so than adding one of the top D tackles in the current free agency market? Obviously, Dallas would love to have him back after drafting him in 2021 and getting 4 solid seasons out of him. But the Cowboys are in a tricky cap situation, and they have to pay Micah Parsons top of the market money, which potentially opens up a perfect opportunity for Cincy to swoop in and shore up that D-line. The 27-year-old is coming off a career high in sacks in 2024 and has started all 17 games each of the last 3 seasons. Odighizuwa flies under the radar a little bit because his total sack numbers aren't eye-popping, but they don't tell the whole story. In terms of pass rush win rate in 2024, Odighizuwa ranked 3rd amongst defensive tackles. He's also an Ohio native, so maybe there's some added incentive there to head to a team in his home state. If the Bengals are able to shore things up defensively, they are right back into the Super Bowl conversation, and Odighizuwa would go a long way towards bolstering the 25th overall defense in 2024. And that's why Zim chose Osa Odighizuwa as his top free agency pick for the Cincinnati Bengals. Sticking with the defensive line, Mark's top free agency choice for the Pittsburgh Steelers is Javon Hargrave. Hargrave was originally drafted by the Steelers back in 2016 and spent the first 4 years of his career in Pittsburgh before moving on to Philadelphia and then most recently San Francisco. In 2024, Hargrave suffered an unfortunate injury that forced the Niners to put him on season-ending IR, and now he comes off that injury as a free agent heading into the 10th season of his career, and Mark is hoping there's a reunion in store between him and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh is notably a defensive-oriented culture under Mike Tomlin, and when you have to go against Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson 4 total times a year, you can never have too much help on the defensive front. Outside of Cam Hayward, the Steelers' interior D-line lacked high-end production in 2024, and adding Javon Hargrave could move that needle heading into next season, especially if he's able to channel his production that he had prior to his injury, coming off of 3 consecutive 7+ sack seasons between 2021 and 2023. If the Steelers want to avoid another first-round exit in the playoffs in 2025, beefing up their defense to combat the loaded offensive firepower in the AFC would be a big step towards doing so. And that's why Javon Hargrave is Mark's top free agency pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last but not least is Sam, and his top free agency choice for the reigning AFC North champion Baltimore Ravens is safety Justin Reid. Justin Reid has been one of the more underrated safeties in the league since being drafted in 2018. In his 7-year career, Reid has 580 tackles and 10 interceptions, and most recently has helped propel Kansas City into becoming one of the best defenses in the league. Reid has spent the last 3 seasons in KC, winning 2 Super Bowl championships with the Chiefs and appearing in the Super Bowl each year he's been with the team. Baltimore opens up the offseason as a Super Bowl favorite heading into 2025. And if they want to finally break through, improving their secondary is vital. The Ravens finished last season as the 2nd worst total pass defense in the league, trailing only the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Ravens did show signs of improvement all throughout the season defensively, but adding a guy like Justin Reid to that secondary could be the final piece of the puzzle to really take them over the top. And that's why Justin Reid is Sam's top free agency choice for the Baltimore Ravens. And there you have it, folks. Those are the AFC North Roundtable's top free agency picks for each team in the division. On your way out the door, like button if you could, subscribe button if you could, and make sure to head on over to BetUS and take advantage of the promo code YouTube150. It'll get you a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit and a 125% bonus on your next 2 after that. Thanks so much, as always, for tuning into the AFC North Roundtable, and we'll see you on the next one.